Hi everyone, it's Friday, December 20th. This is Lee McMahon here with your daily video from globalfxclub.com. Thank you very much for watching. It is 2:12 p.m. here on the East Coast of the United States, so about 2 hours before U.S. equity markets close. Most of Europe is home already, enjoying their weekend, and I'm sure most New York traders are pretty much out the door as well. So we're going to take a look at some of the price action we've seen over the last 24 hours. Talk about holiday market liquidity and some examples of that we've seen today. And then we'll take a look at some trading opportunities that are still out there even going into the holiday and the end of the year. So, if you want to take the rest of the year off, that's always a good idea. Get some rest, recuperate. Markets won't be doing that much. But if you are looking to trade, there will be some opportunities to pay attention to and a chance to maybe try out some shorter term strategies. So, please read over the risk disclaimer, which should now be on your screen. Pause the video if necessary, and then we will go to the charts. All right, so Euro Pound to start, just because that's what's open. 4-hour chart of Euro Pound, actually in a pretty interesting location here. It's a fib trader's dream. Okay, on this down move, we're holding and moving up from the 618% fib. All right, and then, but this original up move, all right, also got halted at a 618% fib. So we're trying to kind of trading between the two. In terms of my personal bias, I am looking for this 83.90 area to hold. All right, and then for the pair to move down to test these 82.50 lows. At some point, probably early in 2014, I don't think we'll be able to see that much movement in this pair before then, barring any sort of Euro catastrophe, which you can never really write off. All right. Euro dollar was interesting today. Rallied very strongly here off this 200 period EMA on the 4-hour chart, just short of this trend line that I had noted as significant support. We rallied up, we tested the 50, and we fell back from there. So we'll have to see how Euro plays out. Really needs to get below 136.25 and then below 136 to open up some significant bearish pressure, but I do think that is possible, and the major resistance levels stand here at 137 and then about 137.40. And then obviously the 138 to 138.30 range is also significant support. But if we can't get below this trend line, that 138 to 138.30 range starts to look like the top side of an ascending triangle, which means it may be priming for a break. All right, so sort of just keep that in mind. Pound dollar also rallied aggressively today and then faded. Okay, got up, couldn't break through 164, couldn't break this descending trend line again, and is falling back. Still looking for the major move down. Well, still hoping for a move down to the 162.50 major support because I would like to buy it there. So we'll see how that plays out. Does need to get below this 100 period EMA here. That's at about 163.12. If we can get below there, we may come down and test this 200. Another pound setup that's actually pound bullish. Pound CAD retesting here. You can see it shot up higher on the softer CAD inflation numbers. And then fell back on the pound weakness, but I do like it to continue its move to the upside here as long as it can hold above basically 173.90 or so. Looking for a move up towards about 177 and then 178 to complete the move to the upside. Aussie dollar, interesting here. It's been doing very well. There is a potential 2-day candlestick reversal pattern here on Aussie dollar. I don't remember the name because I just know what they look like. Okay, so we have a hammer followed by some strong follow through. I'm sure someone will tell me what the name is if they watch the video. But I think this is a potential. All right, I think Aussie dollar has the legs perhaps to get up towards about 90 to start, which is about 80 pips higher. So if you get a little bit of a retracement, you could try to play sort of the sloppy inverse head and shoulders that's forming right now. But I have to carefully reiterate that all Aussie rallies, all right, are shorting opportunities until we break this trend line. All right, if we get above 91, then start to talk to me about the possibility of a major Aussie move higher. Speaking of an Aussie move higher, Euro Aussie should be on your radar if you're trading next week. All right, it's pressing into a nice confluence of moving average and trend line resistance. Kind of looks like a rounding top, head and shoulders type pattern here. So looking for basically a 153 print and a close down there for a potential short down towards. I mean, we could really even see 150 before the next major trend line support. So watch out for Euro Aussie next week. Dollar Swiss, all right, held that descending trend line very nicely. I actually think I tweeted that 89.15 I think would be a good area for a long here on Dollar Swiss. So far we've gotten down to about 89.30. All right, so that may have been the opportunity. I missed it. I'm not really worried about it. If we do break out of this descending trend line, which I will have to draw a little bit more precisely when that time comes, as well as this 200 period EMA here, that's at 90, and you can see that's where we rejected from. So there's a nice round number and moving average confluence there that may be worth a long should we break out. If dollar Swiss is to rally, watch the other Swiss pairs. They will likely go with it. Dollar yen has been volatile today, dipping here in the U.S. session. Along with the dollar everywhere else, we did see a dollar sell-off. We saw yields drop. So a fairly well correlated move, except for even equities remained high. So it was a very well correlated move. This is the level to watch on dollar yen. It's about 103.75. As long as we're above there, no worries whatsoever. Break below there could open up a potential test of this bottom of the wedge here at about 103.20. I would be willing to buy there. And then once we get below there, things start to get a little bit dicier. Nikkei looks like it's pressing into that 16K. I still am expecting it to break. And I think when it breaks, it could accelerate higher pretty quickly. So I'd be cautious about shorting yen pairs. Other yen pairs, CAD yen sold off today on the combination of dollar yen weakness and then, of course, the Canadian data. And then it held up very well. All right, you can see on CAD yen dips being aggressively bought. These wicks down. This 50 EMA and this trend line remains your first major support. And then the top side of this channel has held up really well, actually. All right, the next test should be about 98.15 or so. So keep your eye out for that move and then see. Eventually, I feel like we're going to be able to get a convincing break on CAD yen. I do like buying up dips, so we'll see how that plays out. Pound yen hit today by a combination of pound weakness and, again, that dollar yen weakness. It has not rallied yet, all right, but it's still holding its first support level. It's still just going sideways, all right, after this significant rally. It's working off some divergence. Again, I don't foresee any major problems on pound yen. The major support level is about 169.30 or so. As long as we're above there, should not be any issues. Aussie yen, watch the top side of that trend line, not touching it until it breaks there. Kiwi yen is sloppy now. I have been forced to eliminate Kiwi yen from any trading plans. There's not much there. And Euro yen still holding in this up channel, but not super convincingly. If we do see a break, I really need to see a break of 141 before I'm interested in shorting Euro yen. All right, so that's what's going on here today. Equities well bid, breaking to new all-time highs. Gold rallying here. Test of 1223 is a bearish setup, but we are very close to these recent lows. This may be some sort of muted double bottom bounce. Not really interested in touching gold. Would buy it if we broke above 1250. So let's see how everything shakes out. Remember, we saw some crazy price action today with the dollar suddenly weakening and strengthening. That's just holiday trading. It's going to happen. If you are looking to trade this week, I would recommend either reduce leverage, all right, with slightly wider stops, reduce leverage with the same stops, or reduce leverage with tighter stops. The general theme is reduce your leverage. Trade how you want. Just remember that you should probably be looking for smaller gains, all right? So if you're usually looking for 100 pips, start looking for 30 and adjust your stops accordingly. Don't have a 100 pip stop and a 30 pip target, but remember that the moves are going to be smaller, so, do what you have to do. Good luck. I will be around Sunday, Monday, and the beginning of Tuesday. And then, obviously, Forex markets will close on Tuesday and be closed Wednesday, and I will be off for Christmas. So, That's all. I will talk to you soon, though. Good luck. Enjoy your weekend. And if I don't talk to you, enjoy your holiday season. I'll see you in the new year.